Houses of imagery make for great Christmas or holiday gifts. Daffodilia. My Wix site. Well, I'm not making money off my graphic art. Part of the censorship that has your phone not working right now. 424-229-4140. And you don't know when else it won't be allowed to work. Use my 93 check imagery that you'll find on Daffodilia. Follow the link to the OneDrive there. And it's very unorganized, but look for the graphic art photos, prepared as 4x6 prints, and laminate will last longer. Hand them out to your friends, your families, and this could easily be a full-page Word doc for 50 cents. Word docs are much cheaper as far as the 8x10s go. And once you laminate, they pretty much look the same. And of course the house would be a little bit bigger, but you got to size them up yourself. I've got them prepared as 4x6 prints. Do that. Nice t-shirt, nice cap, and of course the Saints, if you have someone who would appreciate the Saints imagery and lots of stuff, would make for. Oh, did they ever follow through on that? He's not looking out for good folks. Governor Newsom in his state. Oh, you'll find the impeached. You think I'm being mean to Catholic Governor Newsom, Schwarzenegger, and Brown, who was on his way to becoming a Jesuit priest? You think I'm being mean? Yeah. Call me up. Tell me what you think. That easily documented hijacked lifelines. Just one. Oh, again. You have to excuse me, but for a decade plus, that was all I would say during these. Another great mask imagery, as well as an 8x10 binder kind of thing. Any of my 93 check imagery will make for a good mask, cap. So get it on video, your hijack call to me. 424-229-4140. Then print out all of this imagery of truth. Come see me in person for the Catholic doctors of Dignity of Health. Newsom's Catholic doctors kill me all. Or better yet, that military pit bull project, good folks of all kinds. Move me to a better place to plan out, to design the Lord's house, opportunity houses. If you're not into the Lord, that's okay for now. But there will be a test at the end. But yeah, there's strength in numbers. Eagle Rock's not as big a place as the rest of LA. There's no skyscrapers, plenty of traffic. Remember to get your photo of this and those dangerous folks next door conducting harassment across America. AT&T on Spectrum. And they're very obvious about taunting, about harassing, surrounded by apartment complexes. So get their hate on video, and remember those pocket docs. Turn the audio maker on your phone as that AT&T executive, AT&T installer comes over to put it in. And that's, well, you know about Mr. Brady telling the world to check their lifelines. Randall, Stevenson, and Stanky, I think, is supposed to be the current AT&T. I think it's Humor or something. I know his soul stinks. His active part in your family's hijack lifelines. That stinks. So get those audios going as they come in to hook up that phone in your house. Because if that phone in your house doesn't work because of Randall Stevenson's and Stanky's hate, Berger, top Marine General's hate, Gilday, top Navy guy, his hate, if it doesn't work in an emergency, you can bet those phone records, they didn't even try to call in the middle of the night there. Oh, they tried to call, it just didn't go through. It was planned by Stanky, Gilday, Ray perhaps, or the organized rape crime family isn't doing their job. So I called them, the organized rape crime family, FBI, kidnap democracy. I hear the FCC is a good place to find names and numbers. And yes, to call and ask about me and many others having their lifelines hijacked. You're having your lifeline hijacked, and that's what it's demonstrating as you try to call me. So drive past those executives of AT&T, Spectrum, FBI, his organized crime family, network news anchors, David Rose, the Devil's Rose. I graduated high school with him, and also Gregory Sampanero. He's a cardiologist with that bad character. I think both of them are on that front page of AT&T's website. So bring me up again and ask all of those folks, what do you know about Mr. Brady? How many times has he been brought up in the 14 years he's been asking the world to check the lifelines? How many times has he been brought up? How many times did that good American who asked about Mr. Brady, did they have a pocket docker rolling in their pocket? Nixon tapes clumsy, take up a whole lot of space, and in one place. Now the Biden audios, yes, there are phone gate audios, Biden phone gate audios, they're across America, walking around good Americans' pockets. Oh, I hear Biden's undergoing something. It was on the screen of one of my phones. I just got the two, the California Lifeline phone and the Spectrum phone that have a number. This phone here is the Spectrum, AT&T Spectrum phone. But yeah, you get a nice phone. You get a phone for $40, $30 even, from Walmart. It's got a 32 gigabyte card, $10. You find them on sale. So for $50, you got that pocket docker rolling in your pocket. I hear some good folks are getting stuff nice and in the cloud backed up. You know, sometimes the devil is much better at being the devil in your circles than anyone else. So if they are showing off that ability to lie, then you're like me. Not all that good at telling fibs or deceit. Yeah, it's not you said, they said. The devil folks are good at lying. It's what actually happened. And yes, of course, in all kinds of crimes, it can be valuable evidence, valuable clues as to what is going on that the guy with the phone making the pocket doc couldn't even remember or didn't even hear. Very useful tool of law enforcement. And of course, kidnapping victims. That last half hour or so before the crime, before they toss the phone, is backed up to the cloud automatically. Yeah, it's very useful to find out where the kidnapper is going. Get up, Peter, come see me. Tell me about the perfect place to build those opportunity houses. Opportunity for, you have to excuse me, California. It doesn't have the muffler or the decibel law breaking stuff. No emission control kind of stuff. Oh, Spectrum. This is supposed to be Spectrum up here. Their exhaust. Coming in through the Ferris Air event. Where was I? Backs up automatically, and when you bring up me in a crowded room, the one you're asking about, what do you know about Mr. Brady in 14 years only getting 493 check calls? Call them whatever you want. It's mail also being stolen in the post office. All post offices. Source to 90065, 4260 Eagle Boulevard, and of course, one of 50, I think, apartment complexes. Apartments in this very thin, and yeah, picture windows at the bottom of this place, out towards the street, conference table back behind it. No sign, no number. It's Teague Terrace. Right after the Shell and the veterinarian that's closed up, got all kinds of graffiti on it. Next door, then there's this place. Then there's this Spectrum place owned by AT&T that is conducting harassment, military-style harassment, on a man in a wheelchair. So make sure all of these folks, particularly in these parking lots, I bet some good cops could figure out where they live just from the license plates. And go past their homes 24/7. Back up going forward to let them know you're watching. Give them a little sensitivity training for good folks who they are harassing for whatever reason. See you next time. I was accidental up there in the Eagle Rock and York intersection. There's strength in numbers. Come see me in person. Afternoon hours, please. My pain medicine. Yeah, I'm growing a new pair of eyes. It's a painful process that's been going on since Edgewater Hospital. 1967, April 5th, 1967. And it's very painful. You gotta decommission the old brown-eyed DNA, then commission the blue-eyed DNA, build it. Used to be all dark brown. I mean completely dark brown, darkest you see, if not darker. 8x10 photo, $3+ Word doc. I cannot turn the images anymore. It's that how they are that obvious. Who knows? AT&T next door. Dangerous Navy folks, Marines on site. Oh, ask them themselves. I bet they'll say, oh yeah. So Guild Day's probably doing that. I'll see you next time, and yeah, strength in numbers. Come see me. And tell me all about that perfect place to build the Lord's house, those opportunity houses, and the best people to start building them with. Strength in numbers, and anybody tells you you can't do that or you shouldn't do that, make sure you got a nice pocket doc of that. That's a weak site from a ways back. See you next time.